Hello, welcome to AlomoSystem. So, in the first version of AlomoSystem, the free version, you have to log in order for you to operate. So, in this tutorial, we'll quickly walk you through the adding of a new client and disbursing a loan to that particular client. And then we'll go further if you have much time. You can also look up other tutorials to see how AlomoSystem works. So, initially, AlomoSystem is a software, it's a tool, it's a system that enables you to run your money lending business smarter. So with AlomoSystem, you can do much more. Let's explore. So first here, you would require your ID in order for you to log in. I assume you have your ID already created. And if you haven't, kindly look up on our platform on how to do that and how to get a copy of a free version of AlomoSystem for your business. So let's begin by entering our ID. So in this tutorial, we use a sample ID. We have an account with an ID 129 and then the password of that particular client. Then you log in as an administrator. And immediate upon login, let's see, you will be presented with a user interface. Oh, sorry, I'm running on the browser. So basically here it's your basic AlomoSystem dashboard. And you have the dashboard. This gives you analytics of your clients, the total number of clients you have, the total number of clients you've added this week and this year. And here you have incomings, the money is coming in your business. This is the total amount of monies you have coming in your business. This week, this is how much you've made, and today, this is how much you have as incomings. Then defaults, this is the total number of clients who have defaulted from your business. And this second one here is the total amount which has accumulated from the defaulted clients. And here you have payments methods. We have Airtel, MTN, Visa, and cash. This just records how much has been received from each of the following payments methods that you have. And disbursed, here shows you the reports, shows you the amount of the monies which you have given out or the loans which you have given out to your clients. And this is the total amount of the remissions or the loans which you have collected from your clients. This shows you your expenses for the business. How much have you spent? The processing fees charged when you're giving out loans is indicated here. And on your right, you will find a dashboard quick tools. This shows you the payments which are due today. So if you have any clients who are supposed to finish paying their loans by today, their records will be shown here. And the same applies to top paying customers. This just shows you the name of a client and how much has been received. So the top paying clients, everything will be listed here, showing you the names of the clients who have been giving in the monies the most to your business. And then apart from that, the first thing you have to do when you're beginning is, of course, add a new client. And where you can find most of the functionalities on AlomoSystem is on your left side. On the left side of the panel, you have dashboard, disbursements, collections or remissions, the expenses, defaults, the number of clients, payments platforms, reports. You can add a new client and add a new administrator and view administrators. So to begin today, we'll show you on how to add a new client to your business. So let's say you click the add new client, and this just shows you the basic dashboard on how you can add a client to your platform. On your right side, on the other hand, you have the recent added clients. It will list down all the clients that we've recently added to business. So these can be borrowers, loan borrowers in this scenario. So the first name here is where you indicate the first name of the client. So let's say the first name of a client is Jane, and the last name, let's give her Doe. Then the other names, if we don't have any, we can leave it blank. And then the client ID. So we can put a client ID as 12/10/1 or 12/12/1 or 12/12/1 as a demonstration of the client ID. You can use either their NRC number or driver's license number as their ID, depending on how you work with your system. Then the client phone number, here you provide a basic phone number of their client. So I've indicated 097 and there shows you the number of the client. Then the client area of residence, here is where they stay. So let's say they stay in Kaunda Square, Lusaka, Zambia. Lusaka, Zambia. If that works out, that's a full address of where they stay. Then the house number, it can be 279/B. This is the particular house number or apartment number of that client. And then the next field, you have the client title. Are they Mr., Mrs., or Miss? So in this case, we just say Miss Jane. Should be Jane Doe. And choose the registration date. This is the date when the client, this particular client, registered with your business. In this case, would have to use the arrow there to select the date. Kindly note, if the date of your machine is updated, you can just click the dot button here to automatically implement a full date. Then later on, just click anywhere and you see the full date, like showing today is the 2nd of May 2020. The next is the witness. So the witness names here is the client, the witness who's standing on behalf of the client in case anything happens. So in this case, let's say this would be Mr. John Doe, or let's just say John Smith. Kindly note that the names used here are randomly selected. Then witness phone number, here you can include the phone number of that particular witness so that in case the client has defaulted or is not reachable, you can reach them out through via the witness, or the person who's standing as a witness. Then here you list the collateral items. So in this case, let's say V8 Range Rover can be the collateral items that the clients are bringing as they're registering with your business. Then we can have anything else that you would want to add to the collateral list. And in this case, let's say another example can be a stove. And then that's it. Then now, having logged in as an administrator, you need to authorize that you're the one who have added this client to the platform or to the system. So in this case, I'll put my password, the password I used when logging in as an administrator, then add new client. And within a few seconds, the system will automatically serialize and then add new client to show you a message say new client has been added to the database. Now, as you can see, automatically the client has come there, shows you their client name and their phone number. So remember, in order for us to give a loan, we need to know the name of this client. So the first stage after adding a client to your business is next time you'd want to record that you've given them a loan. And how do you do that? You go in disbursements. So under disbursements, I've clicked, you have this dashboard shown to you. So it says welcome to the dashboard panel. Here it shows you how much I've disbursed today, how much you disbursed yesterday, how much you've disbursed this current week in total, and how much you have disbursed this past week. And the most awesome thing about AlomoSystem is that it also gives you an overview of how much you've been disbursing this entire year. So you can hover around each year to see how much money you've given out. So you don't have to go through the books and struggle. So this graph shows you how much you've given out each month for this particular year. And this part shows you how much you've given out in total. This dashboard is for the administrator, by the way. You can look up on how the dashboard works for the credit officer, and we'll look into that in other tutorials. And here now shows you the list of the recent disbursements, just records showing you the disbursements. Then on your right side, this is where you issue a loan from. And remember, before you issue a loan, you need to know the client, the ID of the client name, or the name of, or the ID rather, of the client. So in order for us to figure out the ID in case you have forgotten, we can easily go to clients on your left side here. You have clients, and you can click and wait for it to load, and then you have a client. In case you can't find a particular client, you can quickly search through them, and then the results will come. So it shows you how many clients your company has currently. So fortunately we have 2 clients, and this time we need an ID for Miss Jane Doe. So we can highlight and right click and then copy our client ID, and then we can go back to our disbursements. So here we have the disbursement panel. Now here we can left click and paste if we want, and we have it there. Then the amount we're giving out our client. Let's say we're giving this client, they're getting a loan of 2,000. And now we need to choose today's date. So today's date is, of course, we can choose any, let's say 2nd of May, but to get it completed automatically, we can just click the black dot here, and you have the date if you're using Chrome browser to browse the AlomoSystem website. And then the time. Here you put the actual time. It doesn't matter either it's 12 hours, 13 hours, whatever. So in this case, it's 11. What time is it? 11:28. So 11:29. Then now you have to show that is it in AM or PM. So if you put, for example, um, 14 hours, it will change to 2, not automatically on some computers. Don't mind, it's okay. All you have to do here is get either is it PM, you can do that by clicking a P or A, or simply changing these values. And since now the time is 11 here, so it's in AM, it's fine. There's a percentage, choose the interest you're charging for this loan, meaning by the time the customer will be done paying the loan, how much are you charging as a total interest for this particular loan. So the client got a loan for 2,000, and now the interest, let's say the interest I'm charging for this one is 35%. I can quickly type 35 on my keyboard and it will direct me there, and I can click there, have 35% as the loan charge. You don't have to indicate what amount, the system will do that for you. Then select the processing percentage. This is the fee you are charging as a processing for your client. So in this case, let's say this client, we're charging the processing fee at 10%. Meaning they have to pay 10% to initiate this loan. And how long is the loan valid? So is it for 2 months, 3 months? You can indicate and choose your desired time. So in this case, this loan must be covered within the range of 1 month. And the excluded payment days in a week, this shows you how many days that client won't be paying within a week. A good example is Sundays. Some businesses, clients don't pay on Sundays. Instead, they skip them. So you can choose 0 days. So for example, if both on Sunday and Saturday, the clients are not paying, you can say 2 days in a week, the clients are not paying. But if you just have to pay on a single day, you can get off 1 day only, the client won't be paying within a week. Or if they're paying on only the days, 7 days a week, and there's no stop, you can get 0 days, meaning they're paying within all the days. And now, as the administrator issuing this loan for security purposes, you are required to add your address. Your password, sorry. So by password, as an administrator, I'll add it. And there I click add. The system will process to check for any errors, and if everything is good, it will show automatically to say 2,000 has been displaced. Reload to view the changes. So reload, I can right click there and reload, and I should have everything now effecting, already showing us how much we've given out today and how much we're giving out this current week. As you can see, the graph has changed. So this month we've given out 2,000, last month we gave out 1,000, and there's some records here. Now, when you're done recording a disbursement, you've given out this loan, the next step you'd like to take is record a collection. Let's say now this client has come to pay. So what do? You click on collections. And immediately upon clicking the collections, you have everything showing here. So total collections, this shows you how much you've collected in a nutshell from all your clients. And this gives you a graph overview of how much has been collected each month. And here is the table for the recent collections, or remissions in other words. And it shows you the client name, the amount which was collected, the date. The verifier is the person or the administrator who issued that collection, and the time when they issued that collection. So in this case, we need to record a collection for Madame Doe. So pending collections, let's open that. It shows us the number of clients who need to pay up. So let's say Madame Doe has come to pay. So in this case, since we already have an ID here, we can just highlight it, right click, and then copy the ID address. Let's say today she has come to pay part of her daily payment. So you can right click there and paste, and you have the ID of the client whom you are collecting the monies from. Then the amount, how much have they come to pay today? So let's say today they have come to pay 250. And choose today's date. This is the current date. Remember, you can click here anywhere, or automatically click the last arrow and click the black dot here, and you have the date automatically implemented as it is shown there. Then the next thing is indicate the time. So it's showing us that the example can be 11:32. So this time, as we're recording this, let's say the time is 11:32 that the client has made the payment. So is it AM? Is it AM or PM? So it's still AM, so it's okay, we can keep it AM. Then the payment method, how are they paying? So are they paying via cash? Are they paying via Airtel Money, MTN Money, Zamtel Money, Visa Deposit or PayPal? So when you choose any of these apart from cash, you have two fields, the receipt number or ID or transaction ID in this case. Here you can include it. And then the card number in case of a Visa, in situations where the client has paid using a Visa, or the phone number in case they've paid using any of these mobile money payment methods. You can put those details here. So this goes for the transaction ID, here the card or phone number. But in this case, our client has come to pay via cash, so we'll just indicate cash. And then here now, we have to indicate the admin password as the administrator who is issuing and verifying that I'm recording this payment transaction from this client. So I can enter my password here to proceed and add this collection. Within a few seconds, the system will process and tell you to reload in case you want to view any effective changes. And upon reloading, automatically you have everything changing. So already you are seeing that the change in collections, the total collections is here, and already we are seeing the change in monthly collections and the records as well. So now, remember, in case you want to quickly you want to search the results of recent collections, you can just search by client name and to show you the recent collections. So in this tutorial, I've discussed three things. How to add a new client, that was the first step, using this form. The client's details will appear here. How to disburse money, how do you issue a loan, how do you record that you've issued a loan, and how this dashboard works here to help you quickly analyze your business and how it's doing in terms of disbursements. And the last thing we did was how to record a collection or a remission from our client. And that was also by checking out the pending collections. We can view all the clients who haven't paid us and when is the due date and what is the balance that they're owing us and what is their names, their ID. We use this ID to record their payments during collections. And the dashboard as well here showing us a graph of our yearly collections, which is a very nice thing for businesses. And then we have the recent collections. It's very important to track when was the monies collected and which administrator collected the monies. And now, not to make this long, kindly note we'll end this short on how to disburse, how to add a new client, disburse and record collections. Look at other tutorials, we have them on how you can record expenses, defaults, clients, many more on this AlomoSystem. So for this tutorial, that's it. Watch other tutorials for further instructions, and we hope you like the platform. Feel free to leave us a message, recommendation, or any insights. And this platform is a smart way to do business in the 21st century. Say goodbye to books with AlomoSystem, the system for money lenders in the new age. Thank you.